Hey, welcome to my channel. Today is going to be a special video and I'm going to share some of the things that I like to do to welcome summer into our home. Over the past few weeks on my channel, I've been sharing lots of ways that I prepare my home for the summer. And now that it is officially summer, we are going to be welcoming summer with open arms, and I'm going to be sharing some indoor and outdoor tips, how I take care of my home, and a day in my life. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. I will have timestamps for this video listed below, but we are going to be touching on all sorts of things around the house. I'm also making some DIY candles with some of my wildflowers. It's going to be a beautiful video, and I hope you enjoy it. This video is extra special because it is a collaboration with a lovely creator here on YouTube that I want to introduce you to. If you don't know about Noemi and her channel SCANDISH Home, you are truly missing out and you should totally check her out. I will have a link to her channel in the description, and I'm so excited that we decided to collaborate together. She does beautiful videos on simple living, gluten and dairy-free cooking, baking, cleaning, DIYs, and so much more. We have so much in common, which is why we thought it would be really fun to collaborate. And she's also going to have a video on how she welcomes summer into her home. I will have that link below, so please check her out and support her channel. And let's jump into my video. So my first tip is to really utilize different essential oils throughout your home during the summer for multi-purposes. Starting first by freshening up the home with a room spray that I make specifically for the couch and the rugs. Of course, in the summer and all throughout the year, I love when my home smells good. But this time of the year specifically, I have to worry about something, and that is ticks. So I use the combination of lavender and cedarwood because it's safe for the pets, but it repels ticks. So not only does it smell good, it's actually a natural repellent for ticks. And so along with doing other things, this is just a simple way that I try to keep our home smelling good and repel those pesky ticks that are hard to get away from everything in the summer months. I love dryer balls, by the way. These are great for all of our laundry, but I also like to wash and dry our area rugs and the blankets that are on the couch that come in contact with our animals. And I like to use that combination of essential oils with the dryer balls just as an extra precaution. Since I have a dog that likes to sleep on the couch and it's a pretty tough habit to break, I've just decided to go ahead and put a blanket on the couch, and that way I can just wash the blanket every few days in very hot water and with the dryer balls, which helps keep that area clean and keeps the couch clean overall. Luckily, the couch is a lighter color, so overall, I find that this method helps keep our couch as clean as possible, considering one of my dogs does like to sleep on the couch. I also like to freshen up the inside of the home with our diffuser, and my favorite combination in the summer months is lavender and lemon. So diffusing essential oils, along with using essential oils throughout the home to not only make it smell good, but to freshen up. Essential oils don't just work great inside the home, they can also be used outside the home. We use Wondercide, which contains essential oils on our lawn to prevent ticks. And also, I really love this recipe I found from my workbook in the Herbal Academy. I use the TerraShield from doTERRA, which is a combination of essential oils, and I'm making this DIY bug spray oil. It's very simple to make. It's olive oil and several drops of the doTERRA essential oil blend. And I like to use this and put this outside as we move out into the summer and we spend a lot more time outside. One tip that has been helpful for us spending a lot of time outside in the pool is to have a summer tray that we bring out with some of the summer essentials, including sunscreen, aloe vera gel, the bug spray that I made, and also the stronger bug spray if they decide to go fishing, which sometimes takes them into deeper woods. Sidewalk chalk, bubbles, and of course those swim goggles that often go missing if they don't have a spot where they know to put it back and find it easily the next day. So this has been really helpful for just kind of our go-to summer essentials on the front porch before we hop into the pool or play outside during the day in the summer. In the summer months, we of course spend a lot more time outside, swimming, playing outside, and for us with a garden, we spend many hours working outside in the garden. So I like to try to get my outdoor chores done in the cool of the morning or in the early evening so that I don't get overheated, or on a day like this when we had some cloud coverage and I can get more chores done during that day. I had a whole list of things I wanted to do, including refilling some of our feed for the animals, which I like to make sure we are fully stocked up at the beginning of the summer, and today I am refilling the bird seed. Not just for my chickens, which they enjoy it too, but also for the neighborhood birds. I get some wild bird feed from Tractor Supply. I feed the birds all throughout the year, but especially in the summer, there's just so many of them and they're so happy because of everything that we're growing in the garden. I love to sit and listen to the birds. One of my favorite things to observe in the summer while I'm sitting on the front porch. I also love these containers for organizing our feed for the dogs, the cat, and the bird feed. It keeps it closed so no other creatures can get into it, and it's organized, and it also looks really nice here on the front porch and the other areas that we keep animal feed throughout our property as well. Last year, we decided to get one of these above-ground pools from Walmart, and let me tell you, it was a great investment for the summer. Before school lets out, we always make sure to get it up and running and ready to go for the kids during the summer because they spend so much time in here. We have all of the summer toys and things that come out of our shed that we organize and put away in the fall and the winter. My husband does most of the chemical maintenance in terms of the chlorine and everything to keep the pool nice and clean. I come and pick up all the toys, come and get some of the leaves and different things that have ended up in the pool and just clean it out. Every year we welcome summer with a lush garden. What started at the beginning of our marriage with a porch garden in our apartment in Los Angeles, California, is now a garden here in Tennessee, and boy have we learned a lot along the way. We welcome summer every year with the fruits from our garden, including the juicy melons, tomatoes, berries, cucumbers, zucchini, and more. We spend the most of our spring prepping to enjoy this part of the summer, so we really look forward to when it's finally here. If you don't have a garden this summer, you can still become inspired by the natural world and tap into your creative side. If you take a walk and you observe the natural world, you can find inspiration everywhere. I've always been inspired by flowers ever since I was a young child, and so that's why I planted a native wildflower garden in my backyard. And I'm choosing a few of the favorites today to dry some flowers and tap into my creative side. We're going to be making some wildflower candles a little later in the video, but I do have to finish my outdoor chores by cleaning out the chicken coop. If you own chickens, keeping the chicken coop clean can be an ordeal, and in the summer, it really does draw a lot more flies, so it's important to have some sort of schedule to keep it as clean as possible. And we just got some new baby chicks who I will introduce you to. I get some of these pine shavings from Tractor Supply, and I like to clean out the inside of the roost pretty consistently. And over the next few weeks, we are going to be adding and making this chicken coop significantly larger so that we have space for the new chickens. And our other chickens, they free range all day long, but they do come back to the coop at night, so we need to make sure we have space for everyone. When cleaning the chicken coop, I wear a face covering and gloves just to avoid stimulating any allergies or irritation in my lungs. Whatever we clean out from the chicken coop, we put into our compost, which ends up being great for the garden as well. So there's lots of great benefits to owning chickens, and I also like to take some lemon balm from the garden and put that into the clean chicken coop, as well as relieving stress and promoting calm among our chickens. Lemon balm is full of antibacterial properties and also a great all-natural rodent repellent. I always lay some fresh lemon balm in their nesting boxes for a little aromatherapy. It is ideal to fertilize most flowers early in the spring, like roses and hydrangeas. I'm a little late to the game. I'm a little behind, actually, but it's not too late at this point in the summer, as long as it's done before August 1st. So I recently got this soil tester, and I'm testing for nutrient levels, pH levels, because I want to try to get more blooms on my pink hydrangeas. Pink hydrangeas need to have a pH of between 6 and 7, and my pH level was pretty normal, but my nutrient level was low. So I'm going to add some bone meal. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit around the base of the hydrangeas, cover in mulch, and then I'm going to give them a good soak because they also are not getting watered enough. We get enough rainfall for the majority of our garden, but sometimes we need to water, and I highly recommend getting a soil tester. They're really affordable and a great way to keep an eye on whatever you're growing and to take the best possible care of them. After I finish my outdoor chores, I'm going to come inside and work on a craft project I've been wanting to do for a while. First thing is drying and storing my wildflowers that I have picked and collected that I want to keep for observing or using for different crafts and projects for around the house. And then I'm going to make some soy candles using some beautiful glass that I found at a local antique store. I really wanted to press some of the flowers that I'm growing in my garden, both for observation and also for using for different projects, decor, and DIYs for around the house. So I'm simply taking 2 sheets of wax paper. I'm going to get the flowers as flat as they possibly can be before, press them down gently, make sure all the petals are straight and nothing is bent. And then I'm going to put it inside a textbook, in the middle of the textbook, close, and stack more textbooks on top of it so that they can be pressed and dried in this position for at least a few days, if not up to a week. So I like to do this. Again, it can make really pretty art as well if you save several of these. You can frame them, but today I'm actually going to use some of the dried flowers to make some soy candles with some antique glass that I found at a local antique store. I've been really excited about this project, and I've been planning ahead, looking at our local antique store for unique glass pieces that are affordable that I can turn into candles. So one way that I like to welcome a new season is to make a list of projects, crafts, or DIYs that I want to accomplish during that season. Get creative and just find enjoyment in the creative process, and I like to do this in lots of different ways. So I'm going to start first by tempering the glass before I pour hot wax. I definitely am not a professional candle maker. I have made them before in the past, but I do temper my glass so that it is ready for the wax that I'm going to pour into it. I'll put all the details, temperature, everything that I did to make these candles in the description if you're interested. And I also got this kit from Amazon for $20. It was really easy, and I was just really excited to make some of my own unique candles and also use some of the wildflowers from my garden to just make these really beautiful vintage wildflower candles. Once the wax hits the right temperature, I'm going to add some essential oils. Today I'm going to use some lavender and chamomile, and then I'm going to let that cool down a little bit before I pour it into the ready glass. After I've poured the wax and allowed it to firm for a little bit, enough time to know that the flowers aren't going to sink, I gently place with tweezers the flowers on top of the candle wax. And I'm basically just doing this to my own creative eye. When it comes to this type of stuff, you just want to have fun with it and enjoy the process. And I've had a vision for doing a milk glass candle for a while now, so I'm really happy that I'm finally coming around to it. And doesn't it look so beautiful? I'm so excited with how it turned out, and I'll show you a finale at the end of this video. Now finally, for today's video and to welcome the summer, I love to cook recipes including whatever I can from the garden, whether that's the herbs we're growing, the fruits and veggies. I love to just use those in our kitchen. Even if you don't have a large space for a garden or a lot of space at all, you can use a small front porch or even use a tower garden. We use the green stock garden for our herbs and lettuces, and it's fabulous for growing herbs to use for recipes. And I love to use the basil, parsley, thyme, and oregano to make homemade meatballs. Today I'm gonna do some bread, salt and pepper, Parmesan cheese, and of course the aromatic herbs. I'm going to roll those into balls and put them in the oven at 375 degrees until they get brown. Then I'm going to transfer them to the crock pot because I'm going to do a semi-homemade dinner tonight, as we do have to leave to take the kids to jiu-jitsu. And so I often do kind of semi-homemade or crock pot meals just to make it easy and get our dinner done so it's ready to go when we get home. I have a really delicious homemade marinara sauce that I often make, but today I'm going the semi-homemade route because I did not have canned tomatoes, and I was not prepared completely for this, but I did have some marinara. So I'm adding that and a little bit of water. I'm just going to turn this on high until we leave, then I turn it on low and back to high when we get back. We are making some meatball sandwiches after we get back from jiu-jitsu. I'm going to go ahead and toast these up lightly, put a little bit of olive oil on these, toast them under the broiler while keeping a close eye so they are just lightly toasted on either side. Then I'm going to pull them out. I'm going to add some marinara sauce, the meatballs, some mozzarella, some Parmesan, and a little bit of herbs as well on top. And this is going to be a beautiful dinner. I also will add a little bit of extra marinara to dip these in. And this was fast, easy, so delicious, and highly recommended recipe. So that is another way that we love to welcome summer in our home, is to just utilize what we are growing to make meals for our family. During the summer, we have so many wonderful peaches, and we've really been enjoying peach popsicles. So today I'm making homemade peach chamomile tea popsicles. I'll have the recipe, it's very easy in the description, but I'm basically just adding fresh peaches, chamomile tea that's been cooled down with a little bit of honey in it, and these are great right before bedtime too because they have chamomile, so they're herbal and they're relaxing, and they are a healthy option that is nice and cooling during the hot summer nights. Now for the grand finale of this video, these beautiful candles, I'm so happy with how they turned out. And it's been a few years since I've made candles, but these really turned out perfectly, and I was really excited with this project, and it got my creative juices flowing. These are just a few ways that I enjoy and welcome the summer months. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you checked out my collaboration with Noemi, and I'll see you very soon in the next video.